Well, good afternoon, guys. Welcome to your first class, first session today. My name is Carlos Montilla, and I'm going to be your English teacher. I would like to know about who you are first. Just a couple questions about where are you from? What's your name? Questions such as what do you like to do in your free time? Who's your favorite person? What person do you admire? What hobbies do you have? So let's begin simply asking you, what's your name?
My name is John Jairo.
John Jairo. Right. Where are you from, John Jairo?
I'm from Popayán.
Popayán. And about you, what's your name?
My name is Joseph.
Joseph. And where are you from, Joseph?
I'm from Bogota.
Bogota, BC. Great. And John, what's your occupation?
I am. My job is comerciante.
Oh, you're a businessman. A businessman. Good. And about you, Joseph, what's your occupation?
Actually, I'm looking for a job.
You're looking for a job. All right, great. And what do you do in your free time, Joseph?
I like to listen to music.
What kind of music do you like?
Crossover.
Crossover music. Oh, fantastic. And about you, John, what's one of your things that you consider is a hobby? What hobbies do you have?
I like to read, predication.
Oh, you preach. You preach. Very nice.
I like to preach, and I play with my kids.
You play with your kids. So you mean you're married?
Yes,
And how many kids do you have?
I have two guys, two childs.
Okay, all right. Can you tell us the names?
Matias
Matthias
and Lorenzo.
and Lorenzo. Right? Beautiful names. And about you, Joseph? With him? Probably you're single.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, you're single. Okay, good. But do you have brothers or sisters?
Yeah, I have two rights. The first one is Carlos Andres,
Carlos Andres,
and the second one is Juan Sebastián.
Juan Sebastian. And Carlos Andres is younger or older than you?
Older.
Older. And Carlos Andres, Juan Andres, you say?
Carlos Andres,
And?
the first one, and Juan Sebastián.
Juan Sebastian. Juan Sebastian is younger than you or older?
Younger.
He's younger. Okay, fantastic. Do you live in a house or in an apartment, John?
House.
In a house. It's a beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, it's comfortable for you and your family. And about you, Joseph, you live in a house or in an apartment?
A house.
In a house. Okay. And about the English, where did you learn English?
Empiric.
Empiric. Okay. You self-study.
Yes.
Self-study. Very good. Fantastic. And about you, Joseph, where did you learn English? Where did you take your first English lessons?
I learned looking some movies.
Oh, well, watching some movies.
Watching some movies.
Wow.
Sorry. Reading lyrics of some songs, listening music, and reading some books in English.
Wow, guys, congratulations, because actually both of you have something in common, which is that you learn English by self-study. In your particular case, you're talking about that you learn English throughout watching movies and listening to music. And in your case, John Jairo, what did you do to learn English or to be familiar with the language?
Reading.
So by reading,
songs, books,
books.
To see movies.
Okay,
To see movies.
Okay, to watch movies.
Talking persons, somebody persons.
Okay, so talking with some people,
Some
local people or native people, so foreigners, people from Colombia or people from other countries.
and the other countries.
Oh, really good, really good. So you haven't taken an official English course in your life?
No.
Wow, wow. Well, once again, congratulations, because I can see that you understand and also that you are able to interact. But it's a time for you to prove me that you are ready for this class. Now I want that you guys ask me 5 questions only. 5 questions. Any questions that you want about me. So I'm an open book for you for 5 minutes. I will give you some time because I want that you organize the questions. But there is one condition. If your Jairo asks me, what's your favorite color? And you have the question, you have to think in another question, or vice versa. If Joseph asks me about what do you do in your free time, and you have that question, you have to think very quick in another one. So what's my recommendation? Write 5 questions, and also write 2 extra, in case that one of you guys have the same question. Is it clear? So, you have, from now, 5 minutes to think and write the questions in the piece of paper that you have in front of you. 5 minutes. Okay, actually we have 1 minute left. 1 minute left. It's okay, guys. Thank you very much. Wow, I think you're very curious people. How many questions did you write? Like 10? And here, 5? Okay, let's see. It's gonna be a nice competition. No, sorry, not competition.
It's not.
It's not a competition. We're a team, right, guys? So let's begin with Johan.
What's your book favorite?
What's my favorite book? That's a very good question. Nowadays, I can say that the Bible is my favorite book. What about you, Joseph?
What is your favorite movie?
My favorite movie is Toy Story. Yeah, I love those movies. Finding Nemo, Toy Story, Shrek, The Age of the Ice, with a little squirrel looking for the nut. Those movies I really like. Next question.
Do you are single or married?
Pardon?
Do you are single or married?
I think, John Jairo, we need to eliminate the two. Are you single? Are you single or married? Are you single or married? Well, actually, I'm single.
And your heart?
My what? Oh, my heart.
My heart.
Yeah, my heart. Yeah, I'm single. Totally single, guys. That's a good point. Joseph,
Who's your favorite artist?
who is my favorite artist? Well, actually, guys, I have to tell you that I really like the music, and one of my hobbies is to listen music, mainly the classical music. Frederick Chopin. It's a very nice pianist. He's part of our class today. You will see. Good question. Next.
Uh, what is your real job?
What is my job? My work. I'm an English teacher. I enjoy my work a lot. Yes?
Mm, what is your favorite food from USA?
Oh, come on. My favorite food from USA? Well, actually, when I was living in USA, I used to go to a Latino market looking for lulo, which is very difficult to find in some places there, but places where I was living, the north of the United States, but it was sometimes possible to find it, but very expensive. Lulo, but from the United States, it's a difficult question for me because I have to tell you maybe apples. Apples, yeah. I used to pick up apples directly from the tree. Yeah, the apple tree, they are small. And in the United States exists one season, which is the fall, when the leaves come down. And the apples are around everywhere. So what you can do is that you go and park your car and you enter to a place full of apple trees belonging to a person. You pay $5 and they give you one bag, paper bag, and then you can pick up all the apples that you can that they fit in the bag. And it was my experience, and I really enjoyed it a lot. That's why people cook apple pies. I would say that is apple. Next question.
Mm, I have a group with this question. Is do you wanna dance or do you wanna dance?
Okay, I would say, John, do you like to dance? Do you like to dance? Is the question. Do you like to dance? Actually, not so much.
Why not?
No. Eh, in a past time, I used to dance a lot. I was a very good dancer, but I had an accident, and my femur was broken in two pieces in the neck of the femur. So doctors, they put me one metal and 20 screws and one long screw right here in my hip. So every time that I dance, after 10 minutes or 15, I experiment a strong pain. So I stop dancing. That's the story.
It's very sad.
Yeah, in my classes with my students from high school, I used to dance just 30 seconds, a couple movements, and that's it. Okay, good question.
What do you do in your free time?
What am I? Okay, my free time. Well,
Listen music.
that's something that it's super not important. I would say that something that I really enjoy. Now I'm listening soul and blues. What a music, guys. I really like the instruments and the lyrics and the passion and the feeling and the emotions involved in the soul and the jazz music. Mainly musicians from Tennessee and Arkansas in the United States, because the soul and blues was born in those states. Also, I really like sing karaoke, but in my room. I don't do it in public. I don't do it in public. But eh, when I do karaoke sometimes in my classes, well, I have to give the example to my students. So I begin to sing and then they follow me. Yeah, I would say that. And finally, I really enjoy reading books. I bought universal literacy. I read books in Portuguese and books in English. The Bible, as I say. books about love, books about how to be happy and how to have very good relations with others, to be a better person. Those kind of books I really like. You have more questions? Because
Mm, how many years old?
do you mean how old? How old am I? So you would say, how old are you? How old?
How old are you?
I'm 41 years old.
Well,
Yes, 41.
really?
Ready to get 42. Joseph, he's giving you a hard time. He's giving a very good round. Cause no more questions? I think you don't have more questions. You already spent the 5 cents. John Jairo has more. Okay. No, but anyways, if you want to improvise a question, because we have 2 more minutes with this activity about me.
Do you do you play some instrument?
It's a good question. And since I really like the music, I have 2 instruments that I would like to learn how to play. The guitar and the piano. But they are in a project. It's one of my dreams to learn how to play piano and guitar. Maybe when I retire or next year, we never know. Okay. Do you have more questions?
Where is your favorite place?
That's a very good question. My favorite place is my room. In my room, I have everything because I don't like to go to other places when I'm in my room. I have things that I need accessible. I have the TV, sound, stereo, but I have something that I really like, my desk, with my books next to me, with my computer, and I have a lava lamp that sometimes I connect and I relax watching the lava lamp. I enjoy spending time in my room. That's a very good question. Okay, this is your final question, and prepare another one if you have, because you already did like more than 5 questions.
Where is
Are
your,
you pass?
Oh,
No, 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 pass. Knockout.
where is your favorite place?
Apart.
Abroad? From USA. In the USA.
Oh, okay. You insist, no? With the USA question. I understand your question. My favorite place in the United States is Boston, Massachusetts. It's a very beautiful city. And what I like about the city is that it's a city that I feel connected with because it has an educational and cultural ambient environment. And I love to be surrounded by culture, by art, by music. In Boston, there are the best universities of the United States. Harvard University is there, MIT. They have one Yale University next to them, Princeton University is there. And they have other universities like Boston University and Princeton University. It's full of universities. And obviously, they have one of the best museums there, which is the Museum of Fine and Arts. They have Berkeley, the best institute of music in the United States. They have ballet. They have many things that I really, really like. But if the person is more a person that is connected with the party night or party life, Boston is not a party city. Definitely is not for that person. Go to Miami, go to other cities. But Boston is starting to relax, to be surrounded by history. And finally, what I really, really, really admire, it's when you are in Boston, you have the possibility to get 2 accents, the British one and the American one, because Boston was the first city where actually the England people arrived, they colonized. The process of colonization in the United States began through the Massachusetts or New England state. So it's easy to listen different, 2 accents there, and I like that part. And if I will have the possibility to come back to the United States, I will go to Boston, maybe with my wife, my future wife. I would like to She has experience that I experimented there. Well, guys, you are very curious. Where are you from? Are you from Colombia? Well, that's why. That's why. Wow. Okay. I'm going to make 3 questions to you before we begin with another activity. But there is one little limitation. You cannot answer yes or no. No matter the question that you listen. If you answer yes or no, bye. So you have to be focused. And you have to be thinking very fast. Okay, let me think, what can I say, what can I say, what can I say? But remember, no yes or no. Your teacher is very tricky. So listen up about my questions. This activity is called Think Fast. First question. John, are you happy now?
I'm happy now.
Very good. Joseph, are you 31 years old?
Can you repeat, please?
Sure. Are you 31 years old?
I'm 13 years old.
Okay. But actually you say that you're from Popayán, right?
I'm from Popayán.
Okay. And you're from Barranquilla.
I'm from Bogota.
Okay, guys. Good. Are you married?
I'm single.
Do you have 2 kids? Lorenzo and Matias.
They are my kids.
Fantastic, guys. I'm not going to torture you more. Okay. It is an activity that we used to do in order to practice other possibilities of answers, not only yes and no. And you pass the test, you approve. So welcome to my class. Because if you don't approve, you have to go level sub-0. Now, I'm going to play a video for you, and I want that you take some annotations about what you're going to listen in this video. This video, let me contextualize to you. It's about one person who's introducing another person. Are you familiar with the term introducing? Okay. Hello.
Buenas tardes.
Hello.
¿Cómo les va? Bien.
Okay. And that's okay. Introducing someone. Example, John Jairo, can you please introduce me, Joseph, please?
He's Joseph. He's a good student. He's single.
He's single.
I wanna to be my friend.
Okay, thank you very much. Joseph, can you please introduce me the person next to you?
He's John Jairo. He's from Popayán. He's a businessman.
Yeah.
He's married and have 2 children.
Thank you very much. Now, I want that you write down this information. When you introduce someone, in order to be clear, not to spend too much time introducing the person, or maybe, what can I say about this person? There are 4 things that we have to keep in mind when we introduce someone. First, the name. You did it all right. So name, just copy, name. Name. Second thing that it's important to mention, the nationality or the place the person is coming from. In this case, John Jairo is from Bogota, John Jairo is from Popayán, I'm sorry, and Joseph is from Bogota. Another thing, it's about the occupation. So Joseph is a student or wasn't a student, or Joseph is looking for a job. And John Jairo is a businessman. And finally, we mentioned something related with the hobbies. What this person like. None of you mentioned to me what the other person likes. You mentioned something about kids. You mentioned something about that you would like to be a good friend with Joseph. But what about hobbies? Do you remember what John Jairo likes?
Read.
He likes to read. Excellent. And do you remember what Joseph said about hobbies? What does he like?
Listen music.
He listens music. What kind of music does he like? Do you remember?
You don't say.
Yeah. She says something, a word that a group many kinds of music.
I don't remember.
It's alright. Can you please, Joseph, remind us what kind of music do you like?
Crossover.
Crossover. Crossover music. Okay, fantastic. Now in this video, guys, this video it's in a travel agency. Can you see here the pictures and posters? This is an office. It's an office. He's Mr. Evans. Mr. Evans is the general manager, is the boss, is the person who is in charge of the travel agency. I want that you just pay attention, listen, and then we're going to do an activity, right? So, let's go. One second, let's go. Let me see the sound. The sound, hold on 1 second, please. Technical problems, we'll be back in 1 minute. Ah, let's see. This, oh, yeah. You're just going to run. But no, now you're going to see. Okay, guys, what happened? It was working very good for a few minutes ago. No worries, guys. We will see what happens. Sometimes it happens with technology. Let's go for another one. Another video. Okay. You do. Yeah. The sound is okay. I don't understand why it's not working the sound.
Can I help you?
Sure, let me see. I just want to make sure if it works with this one, it's because the because look, this video has the same situation. All videos. No, don't worry, guys. I have a plan B. No worries. I'm just going to fix it in 3 minutes. So for the moment, before we begin to see the video, I would like to ask you, just you, that now that you have all the information collected, I would like to see one conversation between you and you. But you're going to introduce to Joseph one person that you really love. Think on that, please. One person that you love in your life. Okay, could be she or could be he. And then you're going to introduce to Joseph that person. Okay, don't tell the name of the person. Joseph is going to guess. You're talking. Probably. You say, oh, are you talking about? And then you're going to ask questions. Are you talking about your son? Are you talking about your grandfather, your father? And then you say yes. Joseph has only 3 questions that he can ask you to discover the person. And you the same. Joseph, you're going to write down information about one person that you love. And your hand is going to try to guess who's the person. Is it clear, guys? Is the instruction clear?
Yeah.
So we have 5 minutes to do it. Think about the person, take some annotations, and that's it. Meantime, I am going to resolve the problem. Let's see. Okay, I know.
Uh, what is the smell? What is small? I don't remember. Smell? Small.
Smell
Mm.
and small, talking about a physical characteristic, okay? Remember, not the name, not the name. The name of the person, no. You have any questions, John?
Ortodoncia.
Orthodoncy, orthodoncy. It's okay, now just try to read the information that you have. Be familiar with the information because when you have to speak, you're just going to speak. You're not going to read the information. So you have to speak. Yes, Joseph.
Imperativo.
Hyperactive.
Imperativo.
Hyperactive.
Hyper.
A person who's hyperactive. He's moving around all the time. Jumping, screaming, playing. Hyper.
How?
Or hyper. H Y P E. Active. Excellent. Hyperactive. So now, read the information that you have written. Be familiar with the information, not memorize, please. Be familiar with the information. And then you say, okay, prepare your speech. And then we begin the activity. I am participating in the activity too. Yes, so obviously, yeah, because I'm here, guys, I'm here. So in case, for example, that Joseph uses his 3 questions and he's not able to discover the person, then I can participate too. I only have 3 questions, you have 3 questions, you have 3 questions, no more. Okay. Tell me when you're ready. Tell me. I'm ready. But remember, paper has to be torn out. Wow, we have a person who's ready. Okay. Ooh, yeah, this is level. Very good. Okay, let me see. Well, who wants to begin? Yeah, this is democracy. Okay, so let's begin with Joseph. Joseph, let us start. First, Joseph, you, John Highest.
He is from Bogota. He's a hyperactive guy. He's, he's small. He have brown eyes.
Have
Brown eyes.
yeah.
Okay, yes.
He likes to play in the park. He loves candies. He likes to play with me in a console. That's right.
It's a console, it's a video game.
Video game.
Video game, it's a video game.
He's younger than me.
It's okay. Now, you have 3 questions before you say the person that you're thinking. You say, okay, I know who the person is, but make sure, 3 questions.
Is your family, right?
Is a family member?
Is a family member?
Yeah.
You don't say yes or no.
Oh no, very good point, very good. No, don't worry, you can say yes. So, it's a family member?
He's live with you?
Excuse me, does he live with you?
Does he live with you?
Yes.
Yes.
You have a last question and then you can mention a name.
He to go he to go school?
Okay. Does he go to the school? Does he go to the school?
Does he go to the school?
Yeah.
Okay, now you can tell us. So I know who the person is.
He is your brother.
He's your brother. Do you remember his name?
Carlos?
Carlos Andres? Carlos Andres, no, because Joseph said that this brother is younger than him. Carlos Andres is older.
He's older.
So
No,
do you
I don't
remember the other name? Carlos Andres. And you
So-
can ask. You can ask. What's your brother?
What is your brother name?
Juan Sebastián.
Juan Sebastian.
Sebastian.
It's Juan Sebastian.
Juan Sebastián.
Good, correct. Excellent, excellent. Now is your opportunity.
Uh, she's a beautiful woman. She's she's she she's a Jehovah's Witness. She to preach with me. She's uh, she's more small than me. Mm,
It's smaller than you. Smaller.
smaller.
Okay.
Um, she she works very very so much.
Very much. She works very much.
Um, After that words, you discover it.
Okay, good. So now, Joseph, it's your opportunity. 3 questions. No more.
One moment.
Oh, you have more information.
She had 2 kids.
Uh,
For that sake.
okay.
Yeah.
Now we have some.
Any more questions?
No, not necessary information. Joseph, go ahead.
Mm, she's a family member.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is she a family member? Sorry. Sorry. Now, continue.
Is she a Jehovah's Witness? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Puede ser así.
Excuse me? What was that?
I don't understand.
I don't understand. Sorry. Because we were so connected with English and then you use some strange language.
Yes.
You can say if you want, you can ask.
Is your wife?
Is she your wife?
Is she your wife?
Yes, very good.
It's my wife.
Do you know what's John Hyden's wife's name?
No.
Can you please ask to him?
What is the name of your wife?
What's your wife's name?
What's your wife's name? What's your wife's name?
Luz Edith.
Luz.
Fine.
Luz Edith. Okay, very good. Luz Edith. Well, little parenthesis, guys. When we formulate questions, especially about another person, it's very common that we use auxiliaries like is. Is she? Is he? Because we're talking about one particular person. Could be a man or could be a girl. But if you were talking about a group of people, that would be different. Are they? Okay, are they? And if you are part of the group, are we? Is it clear, guys? This is something very important in English because actually is the principal verb acting there, which is the verb to be. Remember the verb to be? And I have an information for you that at the end of this class today, I will share with you in order that you have the time in the house to read about it. To read it, only to read it. And it's important for you to know that are and is are different. Totally different. Now, this video contains information about the verb to be, is, are, etc. Well, finally, sorry about the technical problems, but we'll be back now. Okay, we're here. Pay attention.
Well, it happens in some countries, but usually not over here. So, you are from Italy? Yes, I am. And you're traveling to Tokyo? Yes. Well, welcome to Top Notch Travel Agency. Let me introduce you to my staff, then we'll talk about Tokyo. Marie, I'd like you to meet... Sure, she opened already. Oh, no, yeah. nice to meet you, Marie. Marie is our receptionist. She's from Paris. Mr. Moretti is a new client. He's from Italy.
Giorgio Moretti? Giorgio Moretti? It's Giorgio Moretti!
Yes, I know. He's a new client. He's from Italy.
Introduce me. Introduce me. Yes, this is Cheryl. Cheryl! Yes, this is Cheryl. She's our office manager. Hello, Mr. Giorgio. I mean, Mr. Moretti.
Please call me Georgie.
Call him Giorgio. It's so neat tonight. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
Bob! Bob! Come meet Giorgio Moretti.
Hey, Giorgio Moretti. Hey, man, how are you? I'm Bob, but everyone calls me Roberto. Bob is the travel agent. Who calls you Roberto? Giorgio Moretti. Paul is the tour guide. Goodbye, so long. It's nice to meet somebody wants to be fun. Bye, so long. It's nice to know you when I'm talking to you. So, Mr. Moretti, what is your occupation? He's a singer. Everyone knows that.
Okay, guys. Now, I'm going to play the video one more time, but in this opportunity, your responsibility will be to copy names, because there are people there. Occupations, actually, what do they do in the travel agency? All of them, they have a different occupation, a role into the travel agency. And nationalities. Where are they coming from? Where are they from? Giorgio Moretti. There is another girl there. I don't remember the names, because you will be responsible to remind me those names. Is it clear? So copy please. Names, that's the first category. Names. Second category, occupations. And third category, nationalities. Nationalities. Where are they from? Okay? If they don't mention, no problem. If they don't mention, no problem. Are you ready? Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Here we go. Oh yes, yes, of course, yeah. Yeah.
Well, it happens in some countries, but usually not over here. So, you are from Italy? Yes, I am. And you're traveling to Tokyo?
Yes.
Well, welcome to Top Notch Travel Agency. Let me introduce you to my staff, then we'll talk about Tokyo. Marie, I'd like you to meet...
Giorgio Moretti.
Oh, you know him. It's very nice to meet you. What's your name?
My name? Marie. Yes, I'm Marie Lepage.
It's very nice to meet you, Marie. Marie is our receptionist. She's from Paris. Mr. Moretti is a new client. He's from Italy.
Giorgio Moretti? Giorgio Moretti. It's Giorgio Moretti.
Yes, I know. He's a new client. He's from Italy.
Introduce me. Introduce me. Yes, this is Cheryl. Cheryl. Yes, it's Cheryl. She's our office manager. Hello, Mr. Giorgio. I mean, Mr. Moretti.
Please call me Georgie.
Call him Giorgio. It's so neat tonight. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, too.
Bob! Bob! Come meet Giorgio Moretti.
Hey, Giorgio Moretti. Hey, man, how are you? I'm Bob, but everyone calls me Roberto. Bob is the travel agent. Who calls you Roberto? Giorgio Moretti. Paul is the tour guide. Goodbye, so long. It's nice to meet somebody who wants to be fun. Bye, so long. It's nice So, Mr. Moretti, what is your occupation? He's a singer. Everyone knows that.
Alright, guys. Let's see how much information were you able to understand. I would like to ask you, who is this person in the video? Let me see if it's possible. Who is she, guys?
No, you're.
I'm sorry. Who is this girl over here? There you go. Maybe I can go. Here. Who is she?
Maria.
Maria?
I understand
Marie.
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 Okay, Marie. Let's take this to another level. Do you remember her last name? Marie. For 5 points. Marie Lapage. Lapage. Marie Lapage. Don't worry, guys. I'm not going to check today your orthography, right? Your spelling. Marie Lapage. John, where is she from? Is she from Colombia?
No.
No. Did you copy that information? Joseph? No. Yes. She says Anne-Marie Lapage. And then Mr. Evans says she is from France. Lapage. She is from France. Okay. And what is her occupation? What is her occupation? What is her responsibility in the travel agency? What does she do?
Receptionist.
What does she do? Sorry. She is the what?
Receptionist.
She is the receptionist, person who receives the clients and say welcome to Top Notch Travel Agency. She's the receptionist. Now, who is him?
Giorgio.
Giorgio? And the last name? Oh, come on, guys, they mentioned that many times. He's Giorgio.
Already?
Yeah, Moretti. He's Giorgio Moretti. Where is he from?